2 years ago, I made a video where I ranked all elite skins. It was one of the most viewed videos on my channel, but I was very unhappy with the way I ranked things and just overall edited the video. I thought it was very lazy. A year later, I made a new video, which I'm sure is the way a lot of you guys actually ended up finding my channel, where I once again ranked all the elite skins. I promised that 8 months to a year later we'd re-rank the elite skins, as my opinion on them actually changes frequently and new elite skins are released. I actually learn a lot about the skins through your guys' comments, and that means a lot. I learn a lot about the history or the lore behind them, and thank you guys for that. Now, the follow-up video would actually reach 420,000 or more views and is easily my most viewed video of all time. To this day, I'm still gaining tens of thousands of views each month, and I want to thank all of you all who watched that video and left some respectful criticism for me to use in the future, or just join the journey and hit subscribe. Today, we're going to be ranking all elite skins once again, and I'm happy to say that. I will not be including the leaked Zofia elite skin. I do not feel it's fair to Ubisoft to do so, honestly. They don't really enjoy leaked content being popularized, and I know that this has a chance to get a lot of views quickly, so I'm not going to do so. I do like it, however, I will say that so you guys don't ask for my input down below in the comments section. Before we get into the video, I just want to say that this is heavily opinionated. That's pretty obvious when it comes to elite skins. I mean, we all have our different opinions on what is good, so keep that in mind. And be respectful to my opinion or other people's opinions. If you're not, I'm really just not going to respond to you at all because I don't see it worth my time. I'm also not a history buff, so please don't roast me if I don't understand the meaning behind something like Sledge's beret or small details that are the reasons why you guys love the skins. With all of that finally out of the way, let's go ahead and rank all of the elite skins that are currently in Rainbow Six Siege. Coming in at very last place at number 28 is the Ashe Black Viper skin. This, in my opinion, is by far the worst elite skin in the game, and this on my old list was actually second to last, but this time around I've decided to put it last. I'm just not a fan of the urban digital camo on Ashe's gear. I think it's out of place looking, especially when you compare it to the Sidewinder skin, which is the normal version. Sure, this elite skin is very rare and could only be attained through the Outbreak packs, which will never ever return to the game, but I just feel like the colors don't work together very well. The animation isn't really anything to be cracked up about either. It's literally no different from the one that a majority of the community got for free all the way back in Operation Chimera. I just think all this colors on the skin are a mess, and the animation just has nothing unique about it. Just nothing unique about the skin at all. Coming in next at number 27 is going to be Rook. There are a few Rook mains or Rook elite lovers out there who will absolutely want to murder me for this one, but even after Ubisoft updated the way his face looks to make him less babyish, I still don't like the fact that his face is still uncovered. I think that uncovering his face is a bad idea. I know that they do this with every single elite skin, but I just feel like that's something that is stapled for Rook. Also, don't get me started on his animation. Despite being based upon what his gadget does, and I really love those animations that do what their gadget is, about, I just think the animation itself is very laughable. Also, the chest bump always just makes me laugh so much. Coming in at number 26 is the Ashe Sidewinder skin. This is the normal version of the Black Viper skin. I do like this skin much more than the Black Viper set. However, it still doesn't change the fact that it's, in my eyes, not a good elite skin. For starters, they gave this skin out for free due to the issues on their side, and that was good for Ubisoft, but now tons of the community basically had access to the skin, and it wasn't rare, it wasn't unique, it wasn't charming at all. The problem I have with this skin, however, is I feel like Ashe has so many better outfits that can be made from her uniform and headgear that you can get through alpha packs or purchasing Renown. For example, I absolutely love the Spring Break headgear. I feel like it is a cool cosmetic. Also, the cowboy hat from the Western event is something I love on her. Coming in next at number 25 is going to be Pulse, and I see the skin all the time and I really want to love it because it's inspired by the movie Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro, but I just can't. I really can't. I love that they actually kept Pulse's signature sunglasses, unlike they did on Ashe. I feel like that's something they should have kept on Ashe's elite skin. However, he should never have a mohawk, and within his animation, he should not comb that mohawk. I think that is so weird and just something that they should not have done. The mohawk, despite going along with the movie and the actual real-life regiment his skin is based upon, is something I do not like on the character. I don't think it goes well with Pulse. I think they should have saved it for someone else. Coming in at number 24 is going to be the Ashe Tomb Raider skin. Yeah, it's another Ashe skin, and it's already appearing, and yes, all 3 Ashe skins are, in my opinion, some of the worst in the game. I just don't feel like Ashe should have gotten this Tomb Raider inspired skin. For example, look at the Kuvira Elite skin and tell me that Kuvira does not look more like Lara Croft than the actual Lara Croft inspired skin. Although it truly has one of my favorite animations in the game, I think it's one of the best in the game, I just believe it's very out of place in the game because it has no relation to anything in the game. At least some of the skins we discuss later have lore drove into them or some type of historical reference drove into them. This has neither. Coming in at number 23 is sadly going to be Blackbeard. As an American, I want to love this Elite skin so badly, I actually even own the Elite skin. It is a great looking cinema-based Vietnam warrior. It really reminds me of Predator Arnold Schwarzenegger. For those of you who've seen that movie, you definitely know what I'm talking about, but that's truly where the good things about the skin end. The animation is by far, in my opinion, the worst in the game. I see it as being the Uncle Sam I want you finger, but it wasn't really, sure or definite about that. But I feel like it could be so much more better or even more American. Jokingly, I think it definitely needs Fortunate Son or the American National Anthem in the background, just being blasted, bass boosted. Coming in at number 22 is going to be a very controversial one, and I pick Thermite for this one. This skin actually I had always thought of highly until the past few months. I truly don't know what occurred within me, I just had a change of my opinion. The giant helmet and the giant goggles on his head just make him look very goofy, as well as his knee-high boots. I think those are laughable and his appearance is just very funny. The animation, however, is the bright side of the skin. I truly enjoy the fire hands trick. It makes him look very cool and it's pretty badass, and I know I said that a lot in the last video. Coming in at number 21 is going to be Mira. This Elite skin might be the least used Elite skin in the history of the world. Mira is an insanely valuable operator, so Ubisoft needed to deliver on her skin, which in my opinion they really didn't. I think she looks cute and all, and I think she just kind of looks pretty, but although at the end of the day, I don't like the animation. I feel like it had so much potential with the whole Black Mirror gadget thing. It could have been really great when she, pops down the mirror. It could show the scoreboard or something, but instead they chose to do an engineer-based animation because of her background as being the mechanic or the engineer for the Rainbow Six team. It's still cool because it's a lore-based animation, but I would have definitely preferred a Black Mirror-based animation. Coming in at number 20 is Blitz. Just like Mira's Elite skin, I legit never see Blitz Elite anywhere. I think it's funny because I don't see Blitz as well anywhere anymore. I think that's kind of funny. I don't like all of the pockets and armor he has on him. I think it makes him look kind of stupid and clunky. It makes him look like he should just clank around everywhere. It's really also a two-tone color palette that I don't feel works well with the skin, and that's really it. It's black and khaki gray, khaki brown, whatever you want to call it. The animation, however, is actually really cool. I will always love a gadget-based animation, and the multiple flashes from his shield, I think, do it very good. Coming in at number 19 is Legion. This skin I don't really hate, but I don't really like it all either. It's probably going to be another controversial one on my list, because I know there are some people out there who really love this skin. I find the tube on his body awkward looking, and the skin itself makes him oddly look like a superhero. It's just something with that, pinched up collar that goes around him. I think that looks like a superhero, don't know why. Also, the animation I absolutely do not like. It's very weird. I see it having no relation to Legion really at all. Anyone could have that and it still be out of place. This Elite skin truly left me scratching my head. Coming in at number 18, we're going to be talking about Frost. I actually really like this skin. It's just I don't like it as much as the skins ahead of it. I really enjoy the fact that her trap actually looks like a bear trap now with the gadget redesign, but let's be real, it makes her welcome mats so easy to detect. It literally makes them so easy. Everyone will see these as soon as possible. I like the skin itself too. The only downside I have about it is I feel as if not enough changed about her. It's really just taking off the beanie, and I feel like that's it. I like the animation. It's alright. It fits, the trapper side of the skin, but I don't see it having any relation to her. Coming in at number 17, we're going to be having Doc. I want to like this skin so badly, and I really do, honestly, but ever since someone told me that he looks like Waluigi, or I saw it in a YouTube video, I just can't really unsee it anymore. He looks exactly like Waluigi, and I know a lot of the internet loves Waluigi, but if I get an Elite skin, I want it to be serious, and when it's Waluigi, it's not very serious at all. However, I will absolutely say that they nailed the history on this one. Doc truly looks like a French trench medic, that rhymes. And also, the elite animation is one of my favorites in the game. I love the pipe and I love the music in the background. Coming in at number 16, we're going to be having Kuvira. I see this skin as an absolute win for Kuvira mains, as they've always been abused by Ubisoft. You know, they haven't really got much love other than some cool cosmetics here and there. The only nitpick I have about this skin, I love it, it's an amazing looking skin. However, like I said, the only nitpick I have about this is that it's a lot of skin revealed to be on a battlefield situation. It's very questionable for the combat scenario like Siege, but I will say I don't mind being interrogated when the Kuvira is using this elite skin either, if you know what I mean. Coming in at number 15 is going to be Twitch. I want to remind you guys that 15 is basically the middle of the pack, before you come at me with your pitchforks telling me that you think Twitch is the best in the game. I like this skin, despite me bashing a lot of elite skins for being monocolored or lacking color. I respect the Twitch elite because it used the all brown detail correctly. However, I'll never forget how broken the Twitchtrome skin was when it first released, and it really left a bad taste in my mouth. You literally could not see it. And I also can't forget the Ricky Berwick edit that Anthony Pitt did on the animation. Every time I see the animation now, I absolutely die laughing. It kills me every time. Coming in at number 14, we're going to be having Thatcher. I absolutely love everything about this skin. It looks really epic. The all black is a really nice touch. I love anything that is all black because it looks really sleek. But let's be real, the handlebar mustache is what makes it great. I love the history behind the skin as well. It's titled Operation Nimrod, which if you googled it basically states that the SAS sieged an Iranian embassy, which coincides perfectly with Thatcher's age and him being in the SAS. I also love the fact that the animation is literally him sliding in by a helicopter. It looks really crazy. Coming in at number 13, we're going to be having Capital. When it was first revealed, I really laughed at Ubisoft because I thought they put out an elite skin with no work at all, expecting it to sell. However, the simpleness of this elite skin has grown on me, and it's now possibly what I love about it the most. I love the afro on him. It looks really cool. It makes him look so much younger. Just the normal t-shirt and jeans really fits him as well. I love the simplistic design of it. Also, the simple redesign of the crossbow and the soccer-based animation is truly a fan service to the growing population of Brazil who absolutely loves Rainbow Six Siege. Coming in at number 12, I'm going to have Kapkan. Although I bashed Frostskin for very little changing, Kapkan's changed slightly more, which gave it the edge for me. I love the Spetsnaz theme to the whole outfit, whether it's the striped shirt or the headpiece he is wearing, he looks great. Also, that animation I love as well. It has some lore thrown into it. Essentially, what happened was he was playing with his knife. Him and Finka were fighting actually with their knives out. I'm going to say that. They weren't playing. But yeah, he slashed her eye. And, you know, that's essentially what he's recreating. So yeah, it has a little bit of lore thrown into it, which I like. Coming in at number 11 is Habana. This skin I've really lost interest for, but I still respect it for being a great lore skin, as well as it is just a good looking skin in general. For those who do not know, Habana began practicing Kyudo from a young age, which is essentially ranged weapon training through archery and other techniques. That is why she is equipped in the garb she is and has a bow. All around is a great lore skin. If you want to, you know, dive deep into the lore, this is a great starter for it. Coming in at number 10 is going to be Valkyrie. For some reason a year ago, I thought that Valkyrie's camera animation had nothing to do with her gadget, which is, you know, cameras. I don't know what I was thinking there either. As time has gone on though, and I'm not very stupid anymore, I actually appreciate this skin for what it is. The hair she has is great for the time period the skin is based on, and the women were typically war photographers during this time as well. Although it doesn't have much lore behind it, it is a great historical skin and, you know, has a lot of history behind it. Coming in at number 9 is IQ. This skin in my eyes is just plain fun. The green skin definitely stands out when compared to the rest of the lineup of elite skins so far. It also brings some lore with it as well. Apparently the GSG-9 typically train in those outfits that she's actually wearing. Those are their jumpsuits that they train in. Also, I love how the animation music goes right along with her jamming out to a cassette tape that she would, you know, typically be listening to. It's all about kickboxing with this skin. Also, the redesign to the electronic detector to become a cassette player is really neat. I think it's a great skin because of how much they put detail into it. Coming in at number 8, we have Mute. This skin makes it this far because the skin is simple yet still great, but the animation is absolutely amazing and easily carries it this far. The fact that he jams the screen and it fades to the scoreboard is a great touch and something I love in the animations. Anything that fades to the scoreboard or does anything like that, it honestly gets bonus points for me. I love that. It's just easily one of the best, if not the best, elite animations in the game. Coming in at number 7, we're going to be having Jaeger. Essentially for the opposite reason to Mute, Jaeger appears here because of how great his skin is. I love the Red Baron themed weapon skins as well as the fighter pilot theme design to him. It has great historical theme to it. It's a skin that I really trashed on in the past, just called it average, didn't like it so much, and Jaeger fans as well as just Rainbow Six Siege fans really torched me for it. The animation is also simple yet cool. The grenade is tossed and he makes a finger gun and it blows up. I think that's really cool. It goes right along with the fact that he is an ADS trophy system deployer. I like it a lot and it represents Germany as well as the ADS. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Fuse. Can you get more Russian than this? Seriously, I don't think you can. Absolutely love this animation and think it fits Fuse and Russia so well. It's very just, flamboyant. It wants you to think that it's Russian. It wants you to know that it's Russian. I also love how chunky the skin makes him look. It works well with the fact that Fuse is one of the slowest, most immobile operators in the game because of his gadget and all that being a 3 armor. You know what I'm saying. I love the animation. I love how he shoots the pistol into the air. So many people have made that joke that a hostage should fall out of the sky, and I think that's so funny. Coming in at number 5, we have Bandit. I love this skin because of the lore to it. For those of you that didn't know, Bandit was an undercover police officer who got tied up in a motorcycle drug dealer gang. The detail on the tattoos are also what makes this skin amazing in my eyes. So much time and effort was put into each of the pixels on his skin and it absolutely paid off. It turned out great. The tattoo looks amazing and it goes all across his body. Also, the motorcycle MVP animation is really cool too. It definitely catches your eye and stands out compared to the rest of them. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Smoke. So many people asked on my last video where this skin would appear, and well, now you know. This skin is by far one of my favorite in the game. I love the red color to it. It's very unique to him as of now, other than Kuvira, and the whole graffiti artist idea is something I never imagined you could have done with Smoke. In a million years, I would have never thought of that. It's a great out-of-the-box idea, especially when they could have easily took the historic trench mask way out. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Ela. Possibly the most controversial pick on this list, Ela is one of the best elites in the game in my opinion. I love the skin and feel like it fits Ela well. She is a character who clearly they have made obvious, has a ton of personality, and I love that Ubisoft took advantage of that. I also knew that since she has an obsession with that green turquoise color, that it was going to be heavily implemented into this skin, whether it was her hair, her gadget, or her animation, and they threw it right into her animation and it worked brilliantly. If not one of the best in the game, it's definitely up there. On my last list, Glaz was at number 1, but he is number 2 now. I fell in love with this skin since its release. The fur coat alongside the Hitman themed outfit I absolutely love. He truly looks insane when you compare him to an actual Hitman in real life or in movies. Also, the animation is so great. The slow-mo into your face shot of the coin is badass. It's just a shame that this is on Glaz. Glaz is a very weak operator. I don't think he's very good at all right now. And if he was good, I would honestly be owning this elite skin right now. Coming in at number 1 is going to be Sledge. Over the last year, this skin has grown on me so much and will always be a classic. Everything this skin does is great. The skin itself is historical and lore based. For those of you who know who the Red Devils are, you absolutely love his beret. The mallet that replaces his hammer is a great redesign of the gadget. I think it works well. And lastly, the animation is insane. For a classic or one of the first ones that came out, it honestly is one of the best. All around, this elite skin is great, representing at Sledge. So how'd I do, guys? If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Comment down below your favorite elite skin in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm always interested to see what you guys think. Who knows, there might be some people out there who absolutely love the Ashe Black Viper skin. Also, don't be afraid to join the Discord with the link down below in the description so you can play with me sometime or meet other people who are all interested in playing Siege. There's like 450 or more on it currently, and I'm sure that it grows by the day. Also, subscribe and turn post notifications on so you don't miss a video. I post Rainbow Six Siege content all the time as I absolutely love the game. But yeah, that was my ranking all elite skins video for this year. Tune in next year when I make another one, and I will see you guys later. Peace.